Hello, today is textmod Tuesday, and a pretty special one at that. If you aren't aware, 3.1 is out. It's mostly like small bounce changes, quality of life stuff. Bliptra mode is really cool. Generated heroes. There's also some cool. I won't spoil it, but there is some like new stuff I saw in Blurtra involving random options for items. I won't spoil it, but it's really cool. It's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, mostly just balance changes. I agree with most of it. Very, very good update. But the biggest part, in my opinion, is the text mod stuff. And maybe I'm biased because I like text mod so much. But full disclosure, I was in the 3.1 beta. I was helping out test out the text mod stuff, make sure everything was working okay. So I got a little bit of a head start on my own mod. Also, this mod has just kind of been a work in progress for like 2 months now, and then I got invited to the 3.1 beta. I'm like, all right, well, this is a good excuse to finally finish the damn thing, right? This is the Punpun pack. That's me. It's just a bunch of like miscellaneous additions to the game. You can kind of think about it like a Slice and Dice Plus type thing. There's 19 new tier 1 heroes, 5 new tier 2s, 4 new tier 3s. The reason it's a little lopsided like that is because I want all the like color tiers to have 10 each. So there's 10 tier 1 blues now, and there's 10 tier 1 10 tier 3 blues, etc. There's also monster pool now. So I made a couple of monsters. I made 10, and you can see them randomly throughout your run. Very, very cool. Also there's 8 bosses, mostly just recycled from the A3M pack I made, but I've updated a couple of them, Matron especially. She's very fun to fight now. 78 new items. Yeah, and it uses a lot of the new 3.1 features, so this will kind of also be me showing off what you can do now in 3.1 text mod for those of you who are interested in that. But yeah, very, very big mod. Let's just get into it. Apologies if I have to pause some of the time. Still not feeling very well. Speaking of. Okay. So yeah. Just a collection of miscellaneous stuff. Oh hey, here's already a new guy. I'll talk about him in a bit. But yeah, just stuff I think is interesting and fun. Intended to feel vanilla, but probably doesn't, There's currently no greens, and the balance of the pack is a little off. I've already gotten a couple messages about like, hey, this item should probably be higher or lower tiered, and you're probably right, because some of the changes were kind of last minute changes that I did because I can in 3.1, and I was mostly messing around with the new features. But in the future, I'll add an update that adds greens and rebalances stuff and adds new heroes and whatever. Some new monsters too would be cool. So there's a couple artists that allowed me to use their stuff. There's A3M who, just made all the art for the game, but then also for the bosses, they posted some like slice and dice styled art on the Discord, and I asked them if it was okay if I use that art for bosses, and they were like, yeah, sure. And then Daniel Picks Rule made a lot of the enemy sprites and then a couple hero sprites for me, or like allowed me to use them. Emerald_Fart, they made this lovely little portrait of me, and then some other stuff that I'll point out as we come across it. And then the Green Digi, same thing, they help with some of the hero sprites. Yeah, if you click on the heroes, you can see who drew what. If it doesn't have a credit, that means I did it. I'm not the best artist. I'm not an artist. So, sorry. We'll just play normal. And we'll play basic. I don't want to scroll through all the tier 1s because that will take forever. I imagine this video will already be pretty long. So we'll just go with 3 random tier 1s and then we'll pick 2. That's really boring. We got all base game ones. Hold on, let me reroll that. Okay, finally got us a team of actually new guys. Different enemies, but Anyway, so you can pick your bosses with this one. I think I'll just go with the new ones because I don't think I've ever played a mod that had, you know, these in them. I don't think I've played the A3M pack on the channel anyway. So we'll just go with random new only, or, you know, the only new option. Alright, let's go over our characters. So this is Farmer. Again, if they don't have an art credit, it means I did the, not really sprite work, I just kind of spliced stuff together. So this is like Fencer's hat, this is Wanderer's little, what the heck is it? What am I thinking of? I don't know. And then this is like Dabble, you know. So I just spliced stuff together. It looks okay, but this here, you know, actual art, made by Daniel Dice. Okay, so Farmer, what they do, by the way, with custom heroes now with these facade sides, you can click this little arrow here and it can show you what they do. So they have 3 of these 1 damage descend undergrowth sides, and then they each affect their own unique side. So this left one is going to affect this 1 damage decay. This top one is going to affect this summon 0 chickens side. Which, yes, summoning is now a thing in textmod. Rejoice. And then this middle one is going to affect this heal cleave decay. Does this not have decay on it? It should. Oops. Huh. My bad. It should. Oops. That should definitely have decay. Oh well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. And then this is Wild Leg. They have these 1 damage on top and bottom sides. So yeah, we can actually like take sides from enemies now. So this is Slime Queen's attack. Pretty neat, huh? And then they have this 2 damage. Target is stunned if middle HP is removed this turn. I won't go into like super detail, but basically there's a way to apply items to... There's a way to apply items as a side now. So this is basically that, and it's applying the trait of Cyclops to an enemy, as well as dealing 2 damage and exerting. So it's like a weird stun. This is a Keystone who has very goofy art. Their whole thing is they self-shield themselves. So they only have 2 HP, but they're basically like go shield the guy. So they're just gonna gain 2 shield each turn. So 2 HP very quickly becomes 4, becomes 6, becomes 8. The longer the fight goes and the more damage they're taking, the, you know, more value you're getting out of it. I have considered giving them 3 though. I feel like 2 is maybe a little low because like you're just gonna get 1 shot by poison. Speaking of poison, we have Needles, who has heal and shield 1 mana gain, heal 1 vitality cantrip, and then heal 1 cantrip poison. And then their spell is booster shot for 1 mana. They target an ally, and again, this is that thing I was talking about. You can apply items, so this is applying the item K.acidic, so it just adds acidic to all sides. Very, very cool single cast. And then finally we have Revenant, who yeah, the only one I didn't do the art for here is Wildling. They have these 1 mana decay undergrowth sides. They have kill an ally for 3 mana. And then they have the spell, which is called Disturb. It summons an ally bones for 2 mana, and then summons a bone each turn for the rest of the fight. So we get an ally bones, but then the reinforcement bones come in every single turn. I'll show you how that works in a bit, probably. All right, let's get into it. Sorry, that was a lot of yapping, but there's a lot of cool stuff. So there's a lot to talk about. I think I'll roll you for mana. Also, I have my dice animation speed turned up, which is a great feature from 3.1. Okay, so let me talk about these enemies. So this is Worker. They do descends and top and bottom damage. They're not too interesting. This is Crone. For you folks who played 2.0, you'll recognize her. She's exactly the same. The same as the day we lost her. So yeah. Let's kill these enemies. I spent way too long yapping. I don't think this will apply, right? Yeah. He's not poisoned yet. But yeah, we'll kill like that. And the next turn we can booster shot to get a free +2 on this guy. So again, how this works is you hit, and then the middle HP is the Cyclops HP, which is why the crone got stunned there. Hopefully that makes sense. A lot of this is going to be a little complicated. It's just kind of the nature, I guess, of new text mod. These things are a little more complicated now, but they're also really cool. We'll just take Soldier here. It's a shame Wild Link has to go, but I showed him off pretty well. And I don't like Fiend. Though Fiend did get a buff, I think, right? He's 7 HP now. I think he was 6 before. No, he's still 6. Wow, Fiend is maybe the worst tier 2 blue? I don't know. The balance changes have been interesting, for sure. We can run this, and I'll show you this disturb side. So see, we get an ally bones. They're literally just a bones, but it's gonna summon a bones next turn. See? So they're kind of gonna just fight each other, but we go first, so we're often gonna win that. So it's basically 1 free damage to the topmost enemy per turn, which is maybe too good for a tier 1 spell. But you know, I'm just having fun again. But see, we'll just keep getting these bones. Oh hey, we can summon a chicken. You want to see what that side does? I do. We'll try and roll for a better bone side. We could kill this bones for just some mana. I don't love it. Cool. So what chickens do is they the art was done by Digi. They did the like downscaling and cleaning up of this. But what they do is they kill enemies at exactly 1 or 2 HP. So they're not too useful. They're mainly just here to take hits and kill things at low HP. In fact, they're gonna get like sniped by this bones if they end up dying, which is pretty funny. But they can finish off enemies, which is neat. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a thing now. So if you, how do I put it? If you have heroes in the hero pool, the game will actually make hats out of them now. So this is from a hero we haven't seen. They're called Conflict. They have very freaky sides. I don't really want to get into it. You can check them out yourself. We're going to take this item called Cast Off, which is +3 HP, and then -1 per hero level. So it starts out as like a better leather vest, and then, you know, at the end of the game, it's useless. So it's an interesting item. All right, this is Hobgoblin. Again, art by Daniel Dice. They have 3 damage, stun next turn, and then 4 eliminate, 1 all. And then their trait is when you hit them, they can't die this turn. So, like, if they're at 2 HP and we hit them with a 2, they'll die. But if they're at 3, they're immune to death for the rest of the turn. So they can sometimes be a little tricky to kill, for sure. Let's guarantee we can kill this bee, and that means farmer's living. So I don't need to worry too much about locking. We should though. It's blocking for this worker here. I can do something like this, but yeah, you'll see when we hit him, cannot die this turn. This does only apply to like dice sides, so if we burst, it won't apply. So you can get around it a lot easier than you might think. Cool. But yeah, farmer is stunned this turn. It'll let us roll the dice, but it won't let us actually use them. So we'll just lock farmer. Nice one, Needles, dropping a poison in there on the guy who is stunned, but we can do this and clean up the hobgoblin, and then next turn we should be able to kill this worker if they don't run. They do run. This is kind of... I think I can actually get rid of this menuing now. Sorry. But I just haven't figured it out yet because I've been lazy. But you kind of just have to mash through these to see what boss you got. We got Teddy, of course. We picked that one out. We can take... we can take Juggler. Juggler's good. Vampire did get a nerf, by the way. Their spell is now Terminal instead of Cruel. I don't know how to feel about this. I think Vampire's still really strong. The sides are just amazing, and then the spell was like crazy on top of all that. And now the spell, I think, is kind of whatever, but the sides on Vampire is still great. So, I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out. Anyway, this is Teddy. He summons a bee each turn, and his whole thing is he has these damage, fierce, swap, cruel sides. So, if Teddy gets a half HP, he'll hit a lot harder. It is important to note, though, that Fierce does not have a, like, death penalty to it. So, you don't have to be as afraid about your heroes running away. Lock that. We'll press disturb. We'll get some HP on our probably on Revenant, actually. Yeah. Teddy's not quite at half HP, but if we hit him one more time, he'll be at the range where he'll just start one-shotting people. And that's kind of the point where you want to rush this guy down, is the idea with this boss. See, like, it's pretty hard to defend against this. It's, like, nearly impossible. But what you just do here is you say, okay, Needles, bye-bye. You don't worry about it. Because there's no HP penalty. I think we just roll all of these. We can kill the bones if we need to this turn. Lock the... I think we actually have lethal if we go, like, here. Yeah, definitely have lethal. But see, no HP penalty. I'm down to just random here. Neither of these do anything too amazing. Change of heart, caster root. It's alright, I guess. I can run like this. Fuck you, Needles. I hate you. Oh my god. They're teaming up to kill themselves. Alright, and then we'll press disturb. I guess it does take like 2 rounds to kind of pay for itself a little bit. 1 damage and then 1 damage. Maybe it's not that crazy. Another thing I did with this mod is this isn't base game. Knight didn't suddenly get an icon. I wanted to add icons for my guys for their tactics, and I was like, wait, that doesn't fit. Because, you know, tactics in this game don't have icons for some reason. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just give all the tactics icons then. I won't change, I'll just change everyone else. It's genius. But, oh yeah, here's how cast off works. See, it's only gonna give 1 HP here, but if we run it on Revenant, it's +2. So, you want to put it on your lowest tier guys. That's the name. Press disturb. I think we could stun the Cyclops instead. I don't love it. I think I'll just do this. It's fine. I think the sooner you cast Disturb, the better is how this character feels right now. It's weird to talk about my own characters like that a little bit. Oh hey, new guys. We'll take Learn Sprout. It's a very good spell. You can run that all night. So what these guys do, and they're kind of fucking awful together, is they have these, you know, top and bottom damage. They also have these descend damage sides. But what they do is they give a jinx effect that is shield response, basically. So you'll probably see, because Juggler will probably hit 2 shield on that guy. So you want to kill the soldiers first if you can help it. Because they're very good at making everyone else very tanky. So I'll go with this, and then we can kill the soldier next turn. It also just is shield response, so, you know, you can just wait out the shield. My game's freezing up a little bit. That's a little annoying. Hello? Slice and dice? Don't break, please. I guess we'll just lock that. It's fine. I guess we can press to start. Why not? There's no reason not to, I guess. Oh, Slice and Dice, why are you freezing? Hold on, I'll pause real quick and figure out. No, we're good. If it does that again, I'll just pause and try and figure out what's going on. Let's see, we'll run that here. Kill the bones. Although this barrel will stay, won't he? Ah, fuck, it's freezing. Hold on. Okay, should maybe be a little better now. I guess we'll see. Alright, so yeah, we just gotta mash through these. Though we did go with random, so let's see what we get. We'll either get a boss called Matron or a boss called Reflection. Looks like we got Matron. This is the boss that uses these ant guys that we've been seeing. We'll just go with... We'll go with Disciple again. It's not super likely that we'll see tier 2s, but because there's only 4 or 5. There's 5 new ones. But yeah. Also, if you could just one-shot these workers, then Soldier's passive doesn't matter as much. It mainly matters for stacking up into Matron. Matron, by the way, I should go over the side, sorry, has these summon 3 workers pain, summon 1 worker, then a soldier, then take 3 damage, and then 1 damage poison weaken descend. So she's mainly about stalling you out and just building up her little army, but she'll eventually kill herself doing it, so it's a neat little balance to it, in my opinion. I guess we'll go like that. Alright, so now she's gonna summon a worker and a soldier. I think we'll just lock this. I'd really like to kill this soldier, but I think Sorry, there's a plane flying overhead. I think I'll just press Disturb so we get this damage for later. Hitting a 4 into the upcoming soldiers will be nice. We'll just put that here. You can press like that. It's alright. So, were we able to press Glow last turn? If we were, should have pressed it. Oh well. But yeah, this is gonna be the trouble. But not a huge deal. We can heal up Knight. Kill the soldier, and now Juggler will not be impeded next turn. Another nice thing about summons, of course, is they will take attacks for you, so this Bones is getting hit, which is not as bad, especially since we could just cash him out this turn, which we might do. if it'll kill Matron, which it might. I think this might be lethal, yeah. Kill here, hit. Yeah, this is lethal. We killed ally bones, I get our mana. Okay, this is a new item. This is bubble wrap. It gives you the null passive. I think it's alright. We can run it on juggler. I think it'll work on juggler. We don't actually want we actually want blinks because of glow, I'm realizing, so I shouldn't have been running this, but you should definitely run Change of Heart Disciple in non-poison fights. This fight does have poison. Sorry again for the pauses. I try not to pause while things are happening on the screen. Yeah, I guess this is the situation where you shouldn't cast Disturb. I think it's better to just pop the ghost HP. But see, Juggler's taking 1 damage less here. So it's kind of like the what's it called? Enchanted Shield. It is just better Enchanted Shield, but to be fair, I made this item before Enchanted Shield got bumped up a tier, so forgive me. 1 grips, not for adding a carrier, I'm okay. Sadly, we don't see any of the tier 2s, that's okay. It wasn't super likely anyway. I'm pretty okay with Caldera with our juggler. But see, now this is just a leather vest, and in the final fight it'll be completely useless, so I don't know. It's an interesting item. Originally this item was like kind of crazy, to be honest. It was like +1 pip to tier 1 characters, and that was a little, I don't know, it felt strange. I didn't like it. It was kind of an item that is cool in theory, and then in actuality is a little weird to balance, you know? I don't know. It was basically just like, you get a free, like, early game, which felt too strong for a tier 1 item, but like, when else are you taking an item like that? Here's another Udo item. This is Shotgun. Haha. It's basically Chakram, but for healing sides, which I think is pretty good. We can play it. I think I'll run it on Disciple. But yeah, we get these 2 damage, double use. So in this fight, I think I'd rather have the shields. It's interesting that we have this little combo of like, we can choose what to turn our healing into. But yeah, it'll be really nice to make this militia flee here. Cool. We can hit into probably the shade. Doesn't feel great, actually. I don't love it. I think we just do this, to be honest. I don't love that we're leaving the shade so high HP, actually. It would have been nice to one-shot them with either Knight or Soldier, I'm thinking about. It's a little spooky. You can do that though, and it's fine. I'm not too scared, but it is worth considering. For sure. But we have glow, which is like crazy good. Alright, let's see what boss we get. So these first 4 are base game bosses. We're not going to see them. So let's see what we get. We got Thrall. This is actually my least favorite boss that I've made. I don't know, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. We can play Weaver. Sure. We can run Cast Off. See, I won't do anything on Weaver, so we'll run it on Juggler now. So, Occultist's whole thing is they have these inflict bone sides and poison. And their back row are by Aetherium, by the way. And then they combo with Thrall, who has these damage plague sides, so it builds up poison, you know. But Thrall has this trait where all bones in the fight are gonna start poison for 2, which is where that inflict bone comes in. So this attack will be pretty brutal if it lands on Juggler, because it means we're guaranteed spawning a bone. And then if we roll Juggler for some reason, it'll you know, get a little out of control. This is honestly a fine roll. What we can do is actually kill a cultist just naturally. The one thing with this fight is it feels like Brawl has like way too little HP, but every time I buff it, the fight is like too hard because they just scale too fast. But like, look at this, he's already dead. We didn't even do anything. I don't know. This boss I just kind of find too easy all the time, but maybe I've just gotten lucky. Okay, so Silver Pendant or the Consonant Idol. I'm actually curious. Do idols work on custom heroes now? Because there was a new thing added called Replica, and it basically allows stuff like Mirror Mask to actually work. You might have noticed that I'm not running my mod-friendly item pool. So I'm really curious to see if this actually works. For now, we'll just run it on Soldier, it's fine. We got a lot of HP going on the team. Very nice. Down to roll Juggler one more time. Now I'll just lock the 2 because it's all we need. Oh, and hey, it does work with this Caltrop side. Very cool. That was not very cool, Juggler. Oh, I should have put on the shotgun. Oh well. Here, we can do this. I love Knight Disciple because you can just use the Exert and then press blow later. Ah, shit. Oops. Did Juggler have 5 HP there? Or am I crazy? Because if they had 5, that means that the thorn damage didn't get reduced. I think they had 4. I'll definitely check that one in post. Okay. Assassin Curator. Tier 3s. What are the new tier 3s? Right. Gray, red, and blue. So these two, I don't know, it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I think I'm kind of down with Curator with the Weaver. It's like kind of a combo. And Curator is just very good. We should definitely run this on Disciple in this fight. Now we can pick off these snipers. Though it's not like we really need to. Now that I think about it, you know, we just hit crush. Oh well. It's still kind of neat to kill that one. Hat dot stoic tentacle. Tentacle juggler is kind of funny. It'll repel everyone targeting juggler when they land on that Caltrop side. Hat dot stoic sucks. I'll just go with random. Oh hey, we get a new item. This is counterweight, so you get -1 to your highest pip sides and +1 to your lowest pip sides. So if we run it on someone like Disciple, the lowest pip side will get a boost. So it's kind of like Sickle. Is it basically Sickle? No, it's not quite, because like this Knight here doesn't get a boost. So you have to have a higher pip side to like kind of leech off of. See, like here. Yeah, so what's happening here is it's reducing all these to 1 and then it's boosting them up. That's why it's changing like that. But here, it's reducing all of these, and then the lowest pip is this one. So it's kind of weird math, but I think we will run it on juggler. It's a little scary. Now this is a 2, but we're also reducing it. That's not that bad. And we just get a bunch of 2 damage cantrips, which is pretty cool. I think we'll just kill up here and then parry. Could have swung with knight, to be honest, actually. Juggler, what are you doing? Stupid. She might be stupid. Let's see. I think I'm down to press sprout. We can start growing that up because I feel like this fight is gonna. Actually, it's done. I was gonna say it'd take a little while because we're running out of sides. Nope. Alright, let's see what our boss is. This is, again, it's between a boss called Surtur and a boss called Flesh. We get Surtur. Still no new guys, which is a shame. I'll go ahead and take Surgeon, just because I like Surgeon, and also 2 of the new guys are gray. So, we'll take Surgeon. They're just good. We could run it with Shotgun, actually. I don't hate it. It's a pretty strong side. It just, you know, we kind of lose value here. And then, of course, we lose value in the fact that we're not healing. But I think that's fine. Okay, so here's what Surtur does. So they have this leftmost side is kill topmost enemy group exert. So it'll exert all the sabers as well. They have 3 damage to all enemies, inflict single use. Then 3 damage to all allies. So, it'll damage his saber friends for 3, and then they have summoned 3 sabers. And then as for traits, they give all monsters the barrel trait, so everything's gonna explode over here, and then it also casts burn at the end of each turn, so 1 damage to everyone. So this guy kind of just kills himself. He's like a floor 16 Bell, if you want to think about it like that. So very fast fight for sure. Lock this so everything is living. Just roll you 2. Let's see, this saber is exploding, which is dealing damage here. Like, he's already at half HP. Isn't that saber? I wonder if it's because of the burn effect. That's a little annoying that it displays like that. Okay. Yeah. Burn everything. Juggler gets really fucked up here because inflict single use, so I think I'll... Oh, Juggler's dying. Yeah, never mind. Fuck it. Go crazy, Juggler. Get him. Because they're doing the kill top side. Which is actually probably his worst side, if you'd believe it. Because now he just sits here and does nothing for a turn. You just get a whale on him for free and he just dies. Okay. Another new item. This is Scythe. It's very similar to Counterweight, but different in a way that, you know, bumps it up a couple tiers. I will take it. Sushi is also pretty good, but I want to show off the new stuff. So how this works is it's very similar to Counterweight, but it boosts all the non-highest sides, whereas this is boosting the lowest side. Like if we put this here, it reduces this and it boosts everything up by 1. Or is that not quite right? Maybe I should swap the order on this. I feel like it's not working how I want it to. Alright, noted. Yeah, it's not working how I want it to. I feel like what should happen here is all these sides are getting boosted up and then this side gets, you know, taken down by 1. Huh. Yeah, I need to reverse the order on this or something. Something's going wrong. Alright, well, we effectively have 2 counterweights, so it's a bit of a shame. But it's fine. We can also run, like, Change of Heart Scythe. Boost both of those sides. Woo, that's not worth it at all. I should be running Change of Heart, though. Or Caster Root Change of Heart. On, someone, you know. Is Scythe better here? Nope, it's worse. Huh, yeah, I definitely fucked up on the order of this. I need to take a look at that item. Because I remember it being a lot better in practice. We'll get our sprout going. This looks like it'll be a pretty long fight. Maybe I should have taken off the shotgun on Surgeon. Maybe. Then Juggler dies. I don't want that for sure. I guess we can run this, it's okay. Okay, that's not bad. Oh wait, we have lethal. What am I doing? Yeah, just kill him. Sharp shot or stoic. I don't really love forcing myself to pick sharp shot here. But I would like to see that new gray. At least one of them, right? And we can run sharp shot because they actually hold the scythe pretty well. Yeah. That's how I thought it would work on Curator. So maybe, I think you just need a side that's 2 pips bigger than everything else. I still need to take a look at this item. And then we can run counterweight to boost this up to a 4, which is not bad. I don't hate it. We had a 4 copycat for our Curator or our Surgeon. It's alright. It's just the fact that Sharp Shot is very often not going to roll that side. Shit. Alright, never mind. They're locked in. Also haven't seen any other new enemies, which is a little disappointing because there are ones, I assure you. Here I can show you, like, here's all the, you know, here's the pit where we're in. There should be 2 new enemies. There's 3 new enemies actually. Pit is what this zone is called with this background. Let's see if we can run that. Like, yeah, this isn't bad. We could do something like this. Sorry, do that. Sure. Emerald Mirror, Overflowing Chalice. I don't love either of these. Overflowing Chalice is okay here, I guess, for Surgeon Shotgun. Emerald Mirror. Well, you can run another Scythe counterweight. That doesn't sound very good. I think I'll just random this. We get more head bracers. That's okay. We can run it. Not really anywhere. I guess on curator, it's fine. Okay, do it to me. Right. This is bone pile. So every third HP you get rid of, they summon a bones. And then all bones upon death summon a bones. So you gotta get rid of this guy to even have a chance of killing bones. He's a very silly little guy. Here, I'll show you real quick. So we kill bone pile, right? Summons 2 bones. We kill this bones. There's just no other bones. So you gotta get rid of them. Ideally, quickly. I think. I think we'll just get rid of the wisps, leave us with a troll and 4 bones. Bone pile's side that we're about to do there was 1 damage inflict bone, which I don't really want to deal with. I'm okay. Hit there, crush, crush. Cool. Alright, this is fight 20. I know what this is. This is Nightmare, which is a boss a lot of people struggle with, and I might too. It's been a while since we fought this guy. When you fight this guy, by the way, you can fiddle with your UI to change the background to a more fitting, you know. There we go. New guy. So this is Deflect. They have Shield 1 Defy on their top and bottom. Shield 3 Self-Repel. So anyone targeting Deflect will get hit for 3 when they use the side. And then they have a targeted dodge side, basically, which is single use. So yeah, we'll take them. Yeah, cast off, completely useless now, but that's okay. Any changes to make? I don't think so. Is there anything we should change? I don't think so. We could run like something like, no, that doesn't really work. Yeah, I think this is just best. Oh yeah, let's see if the idol works. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 HP. It should go to 16, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. So it doesn't look like idols are working correctly still. Maybe I've just done something wrong, you know? Okay, so this is Nightmare if you've never seen him. So they give you an effect that is every second dice you use gains group decay, but so you, all hero side pips minimum 1. So you can't go below 0 with this guy, but your sides will get reduced as you fight. Then he gets 2 shades and 2 illusions to start. And then as for his sides, he has 10 damage Wither. This potion effect, I'll show you once he actually does his side what it's here for. It's just for fun. And then he has this 3 damage to all enemies fierce, which is pretty brutal as the fight goes on with this Wither effect. And then he also has this 2 damage poison cleave self-heal, which is also pretty brutal with the Wither. Basically, this guy will kind of just set up kills on you with the Wither and then either fierce them or poison them away. So that's mainly how he kills you. So we'll see how it goes. And then, of course, you know, poison on its own is pretty tough. I think we'll lock the Defy and hope we can hit a Copycat. That would be really nice. Rampage isn't bad. I think I'm down to roll this. Okay. Yep. That sounds about right. So now we need to think about who, like, what sides do we want to decay? And I think it's definitely this right side, if we can help it. So we can do something like that. And then decaying the bottom side doesn't matter a ton. So we'll go with that next. Yeah, not too bad of a start. Oh, right. Yeah. Just put the 2 damage in him. Yeah, this guy is kind of a anti-hand, if you want to think about it like that. He can really fuck over cantrip builds. Which is pretty brutal. I've had a couple people, understandably, I guess, a little upset that they walked into this guy and got fucking smoked because, you know, they had a cantrip build and died. Let's see. I think we hit here. Just decay the bottom side, shoot here. Definitely rather... Do we care about our left side? We don't actually care about our left side that much. So I'd rather this get the decay. So we'll shield here and see it does 3, because he's targeting deflect as well. And then take the shot here. And I want to start setting up a sprout. What we'll actually do here is... Hold on. Let me figure out how to set this up. We'll do it like this. Yeah. So why am I doing it like this? This is like a waste of healing, right? Because now these 3 characters are not dying next turn, but Surgeon is. That means that Nightmare, if he hits this cleave attack, will hit up here. It's a little bit of tech, and if he does the damage all, we can just sprout it away. So I'm not too worried if he decides to do that. Okay, he went for the Wither, which we have Operate for, so it's not a huge deal. And ideally, we could actually hit a targeted dodge for that. Hey, we hit it. So yeah, you target an ally and they just dodge. Very cool. Definitely take the decay there. Yeah, I think we just keep tanking the decay on our left side. We don't really care about it. Okay. Yeah, we just sprout up here. Now Nightmare will target down here if he does the poison cleave, because Curator will be dying, which I think is fine. It is just a little bit scary because we're not really doing anything to this guy, are we? This is definitely a long fight. Okay. Okay. We shoot here. We shield onto, I think, yourself. Then we get the self-repel, so it's going to deal another 3 damage because he's also targeting Sharp Shot. I think we just let Curator go at this point. And then we should be able to clean up next turn. We can always operate him back to life if it comes down to it. Alright, let's see how the turn is looking. Not quite lethal. Do we have lethal next turn, basically? We basically do. I think I'm down to Yeah, I'm definitely down to roll these two at least once. Yeah, I think that's lethal now. Alright, GG. Cool. I won't... I guess I should just end it. Oh yeah, there's a stat screen now in custom. You ready? Fucking look at that. Good luck reading it, because you can't scroll. We can zoom out though and try and read it. Nope. Yep, it's unreadable. Here, you can maybe pause the video and see our stats. Yeah. Something I can do to get around that is make a lot of these modifiers hidden. I just kind of forgot that hidden modifiers were added in 3.1. Apologies if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's the Punpun pack. We didn't see a lot of the heroes that were added or a lot of the items. You know, there's 78 items. There was also a lot of monsters we didn't end up seeing. Here's like an Oni. Here's a mummy. Scorpions are pretty brutal. Warriors. There's a different bear. Yeah. So check it out for yourself. See what you can find. And I'll update it in the future for sure. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.